I'm Charles Pontius. I'm CEO of Spot Labs, and we're proud to be an Oakland company. Whoa! We make a software platform for unattended devices like public touchscreens. Ours is the only software platform that's open, extensible, and based on mobile technologies. We live in a world where everything's connected, where even your refrigerator can tell you when you need more milk. But the average store is not even as smart as your fridge. Retailers know they need to compete with e-commerce to survive, and they're going to spend over $10 billion year after year to put more technology in their stores. Their content teams know how to make cool experiences, and they'd like to include the benefit of online, but they lack infrastructure that's cost-effective and easy to use. We're here to solve that, and we have the experience to do it. Our team pioneered the Internet Jukebox, remotely managing over 10,000 online devices. What we really learned was that when consumers get unlimited choices, locations get insight into what they really want, making them smarter. So at Spot Labs, we created the NV platform to allow any business to integrate their locations with their online and their mobile strategies. We make it easy to deploy Android or HTML5 apps worldwide. Simply download our software onto almost any computer, connect the touchscreen, and it automatically activates. From our web-based workbench, you can associate the device with the network, download content and apps, and remotely manage networks. Profit. For example, Nike is using the NV platform to put a real-time product information in front of consumers in Foot Lockers nationwide. Kroger used the NV platform to add interactivity to prepaid cell phone displays and got an 80% sales uplift. And advertisers want to put applications, streaming media, onto devices like this mobile charging terminal. Now, our competitors create silos of technology in a location with one device per application, kind of like an ATM or a kiosk. Only Spot Labs is open, extensible, and built on mobile technology. And that's why these agencies are currently using the NV platform to make their clients' locations smarter. Clients such as leading retailers, brands, and ad networks. Our aim is to be the standard for powering interactivity in public places like the 1.5 million retail stores in the US alone. We're raising $1.5 million to get as many agencies as possible building on the Spot Labs platform. We're looking for investment partners with expertise who share our vision. Together, let's make the place smarter than the fridge. Thank you.
So judges, beautiful judges, what do you think?
One of your bullet points said you have financing options to help with CapEx. Does that mean you're buying hardware? Are you selling the hardware, or is someone else selling the hardware?
We have a deal with Arrow Electronics. You're familiar with them? We specify the hardware, and if people don't have their own already and what to buy, they can buy it from Arrow, and Arrow provides the leasing.
Oh, so that doesn't go through you at all?
No.
You're just a software company.
Software company.
And my other question was how much of a consulting element is there here when you have to, when Nike decides they want to do this, or one of the smaller stores decides they want to do this, do you have to do a lot of work to help them get it up and running?
No, with our initial customers, obviously, our goal is to remove all the friction to putting interactivity in public places. And our initial customers, we help them with field service, and we outsource that. And for Nike, we do the total tech support for them as well.
I'm not sure I answered my question. When you first get going with Nike, how much work do you have to do the first programming?
Like it looked like a pretty custom.
Actually,
yeah, it looked very custom.
Let me explain. Their creative agency made that application.
Oh, okay.
And they use it on our platform. We're not, unlike our competitors, we're not a vertically integrated company. We're just trying to provide the network for almost any Android device that you want to have unattended in some remote location.
What do you think? I wasn't totally clear on what the core parts of your platform are. So it's the device, the hardware standard.
Yeah, it's there's a client part that runs on the Android device, or in our case, it also run on an Intel device. And then there's the back end, which provides all the cloud services. And we're, For instance, we have a software platform which is extensible, and if they wish to include it in their application, they can make use of our analytics and our content management systems, or they can use their own. And so there are all kinds of tools and such like that that they can add benefits in the platform.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
And also, the key thing is from the workbench, you can remotely manage the devices. And we have, on the client end, you can tell like if an HDMI cable is unplugged, you can tell how the temperature of the device, everything that you can get from the hardware.
What do you think makes a consumer want to use a large screen device in the store versus using their phone? It's sort of an interesting bet. I mean, to me, I would think more if I was a retailer, I'd want to figure out how do I get someone to pull out the phone, which is personal, and do something in my store to interact with me that way, versus providing them a kiosk.
Well, we don't like to me, a kiosk is appropriate for like a one-to-one experience, and these really are not kiosks. And let me just clarify, they could be anything. Our platform can run on any size device. Okay. And it doesn't have to be a touchscreen. But if we're using the instance of where it is a touchscreen, and that's certainly a great use case, that's what we show at our table. Well, the larger screen has both a value when it's being interacted with and when it's not being interacted with. So from a media value, I mean, you have the ability, and one of the things we provide with our expertise is knowing about online behavior, offline behavior, as well as and making that seamless, as well as interactive mode and non-interactive mode. So, it can be showing full screen videos when it's not being interacted with and have an entirely different experience when someone touches it. So what I think is that you get a lot better reach in the location, and to your point, the phone we're really starting to see more. We like to think of this as not as being anti-mobile. We'd like to integrate it into the mobile strategy, really, and that's why we picked Android so that you could have the same platform. So people, I think, are going to increasingly see their phone as a personal device, and we think there's a need for public devices as well that echo the experience. So if you want to use it for app discovery, that's great. I mean, that's certainly an obvious use case, but we're finding many markets we've chosen. As a startup, you can't boil the ocean, right? So you need to pick one market to show you really know how to go after it. Yep. So we figured we could show retail in detail, so we picked retail. There's a lot of need that we've already seen. But some of the other markets we could go into. Sorry.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, thank you.
Anyway, thank you.
The time. I don't need you. Thanks. The time's right there, so yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Good.
much.
Thank you.